Senator Moody, followed by Senator Dasco.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and thank you to our witnesses today. My question is going to focus on data. I know that in recent, and we're aware of the renewed focus on collection of disaggregated data and the investments that have been made recently, but we still have a problem with a lack of data. It remains a key issue. What do you think can be done to address this barrier? While we increase our data collection capabilities, what sorts of other sources of data or information analysts can use to address some of this in the meantime?
Can I kick it off? I'm the research lead for the Future Skills Center. And one of the things that we pushed very hard, and we're seeing other departments picking this up, is building in identity markers to every single program. So we knew what programs are being delivered to whom and what the impacts are. And I can tell you that a lot of government departments, even wage, do not know what data they can collect from the organizations that they're serving. Because if you don't have that data, all of the Stats Canada work has been amazing. But if you're not actually collecting data from the people that you're serving and analyzing that, you don't actually know who's benefiting from all the programs that are being offered by the federal government. So that's one area that really needs work.
I would like to just build on that and say, for example, in the United States, they have the EEOC, which every employer therefore has to collect this identity data. So there's so much more data available in the United States than there is in Canada. And this is a very radical suggestion that is not something that can be done by tweaking on the margins. But my view is that we need a similar national program that requires all employers to collect these data. Wendy is describing how each individual program might do it. That becomes incredibly fraught because there's so much effort and energy that goes into every time you have to collect these data. And I will recognize that it is often hard to collect it. You have to pay attention to a lot of cultural sensitivities. I've been on panels where Indigenous people say they refuse to fill these out because they don't want their data collected. So we have to be extremely sensitive about how to do this. But I think we are missing on a national level a huge opportunity to understand more who's employed, who's being served, because we have not historically collected that data. And as a result, you can ask StatsCan to do all sorts of things, but they just don't have the data to do it. And so so that's one. And then second, I think we need a much greater investment in StatsCan on collecting and analyzing along these lines that we've been talking about.
And as a piece of that is also linking StatsCan data to administrative data so that you can really understand the connections between investments in programs and outcomes in terms of employment, wages, and so on.